Hi guys, Justin here, welcome Farm 26, and this is one of our 5000s, just a loader tractor, and he is leaking power steering fluid so dang bad that, yeah, we got to do something about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off this front stuff because it is underneath in the bolster, and we'll try and get you back when I get a little closer. I'm going to just take this off. I might have to drain the radiator down. Might just put you in a time lapse and do it that way. So what it looks to be is right there. There must be a something behind the hose there because nothing else is too bad. I mean, you can tell it's just, this was all power washed and that's all fresh oil. But that's the only place that's really looking too horrible. So what we'll do is we're going to pull this hose out, and hopefully I've got something to go on to here, and we'll see what we come up with. Well, I got us a hose, and I'm kind of trying to sneak back in this loader frame. And man, right there is why I hate working on loader tractors. I mean, I know they're a necessary evil, but God, you're always climbing in and out. Anyways, we got our hose. Enough of me belly aching. And I'm gonna nip him up here. And I know he's got to be sitting there almost out of view, but just that loader so dang hard to film around that. Okay, that's a good fit. Then I think I'm gonna start you a new one on the other side. So this is the line that was giving us trouble, and he is the pressure side of your pump line to your ram. And I'm sure you can't see a lot. Loader frame's in the way again. But we're gonna give him a nice nip. And I think we're also gonna, well, we're gonna nip that up real quick because he's there. But I think we're also gonna take and loosen this up right here and dive him in just a touch. Tighten him back up. I've never been happy with the way these hoses run through here, and I'm almost dead certain that they're not a factory option. I would be willing to bet it could have even been us. Line started leaking, and this is just the direction it went. Well, let's see, could I? Loader frames. There, just off the cast. Okay. Is there anything a guy can do about this one? Kind of wished I could do something with his reservoir and have him come out the back, but yeah, that's about all I can do there. Well, I think it's time we put our radiator back in and maybe we can fill some coolant again. So first back on is our shroud. And you know what, I'm going to stop you and I'm going to clean them up. Okay, so here we are back with our shroud kind of cleaned up. We're just going to set him into place. Grab our radiator. Wander through the bowels. Okay, and we need our 11/16 gear wrench. What do we do with him? Here's our box of goodies. So I took him, I got that all apart, and I know you don't want to run dry very far. And I didn't have to run far, but I did take him and run him to the pressure washer. And you know what? I'm going to hold off on this radiator for a second. We're going to put him off to the side because... And we're going to pull this guy out too. We're going to need them both right away, but what we want, and I don't know if you can see, we want to get our hoses kind of loomed back up again. Get them so they're not hanging down in that. Thing is, right now it's pretty easy. We can line everything. Okay. Oh, we gotta come this way just a little bit. Okay. There. That will just keep them from getting down into stuff they shouldn't and wearing. Not sure what these hoses were not rubbing on or whatever. I know this guy was not in there. And I'd be willing to, I'd venture to say that that was probably the problem. Okay. Shroud back in. Radiator. So this is the fun game of this, getting everything somewhat happy going in. Be careful your shrouds in there. They're just tin. It's not hard to screw them up. There's one side started. There. This radiator is just held in with two sorry, I'm trying to line here too. It is just held in with two bolts that go through the bottom of the radiator, holding down to the frame. There. Now we can get them little bolts in. Wasn't any washers underneath. Now I probably should look at a parts book, see if there is, but man, there's all sorts of options. But I tell you what, I'm kind of working in my doorway and I don't want to really plug them up too seriously bad. I do have a feeling that this is all going to come back off. Not for this here, but this Ford just has some stuff it's got to have done, you know. I know you can't see this, but tighten up our bottom radiator hose onto the water pump. It's just easy to get right now. Get our top hose. There. Okay, let's get these on all the way. One thing I did find handy is these little gear wrenches. Boy, I tell you what, they're one tool that's handy but cannot be abused. But they have saved this in here so dang much. Or this kind of work so much. And they're not perfect, but I don't know anyone that puts a radiator in real easy. Well, International, like, oh, it'd be like a 1086 frame type tractor. They're not too bad. But then again, they gotta be. You can't change water pumps without pulling radiator. There you go, snug but not horsed. Keep our wrench at the same deal. Let's pull our hose straps back on. See if we can get them started. I mean, I know there's worse to work on here, but Fords didn't make them easy right here. And if you can get through the bottom with an agglomeration of U-joints and everything else, but once you get this started, going through this hole isn't too bad. And I'm just going to check the lay of our hoses. They're not too horribly bad. I think I am going to look though, see what actually was here for piping. This is a tractor we do not plan on getting rid of. It's actually my grandfather's. One of the few that he kind of kept around. He always liked trading a few tractors, and just one he always liked to keep around. Well, there you go, radiator's in. We'll fill her up and check stuff in a bit. And I know my light's kind of poor, but got this all tightened in. So before we put the grill back in, we are going to take at least check our air filter here. It is oil bath, and I think we're gonna dump it. Let me get a pan. No, they got a bucket anyway. See what's in here. Oh yeah, that's got enough where, yeah, he needs it. Well, I'll be back. I'm gonna scoop this out, and I'll be back when I'm there. So I just thought I'd give it a little second. I mean, they cleaned up pretty nice inside and out. Cup actually looks pretty good. I know it's hard to see, but well, I'm gonna get some oil in them. So I got her filled, and I know it's gonna be hard to see for you guys, but these Fords, they got a cup in there, and both cups got to be filled. That's the end of the deal. So, well. Oh, I should check up and under there for big stuff, and that doesn't look too bad at all. And you can't remove the bottom screens anyway, so up and on we go. Just a little tighten up. And as a safety disclaimer or whatever, you see the loader up. Well, it's my own loader. I know that they don't leak. The only way that it's going to come down is if someone touches the lever. But either way, it's not a good habit to get into. So yeah, use your own precautions there. Well, grill time. Grill's pretty simple affair. I mean, it should just be 2 thumb screws. Now this has been a loader in a farmyard for quite some time, so I'm not gonna lie to you, my tin is not perfect, so it don't go in easy. You gotta get the bottom in first. You know, someday we'll restore it and make it nice, but that's not gonna be until cattle are either gone or we got a different loader for the job. She actually bite? No. Pliers. There's the one side. This one will line up. The other side's just a bolt because, yeah, it's a farm loader. It loads Dad's manure and yeah, all that kind of jazz. Well, I think with this, I'm gonna say that kind of does it for this little Ford. I did take it for a little run after I got antifreeze in the radiator there, and if it's leaking so little that it'll be all right. The only thing we really got to do yet is throw tin on, and I don't have that handy. Dad took that off a while ago, and yeah, I gotta go find that. That's around. It's in the safe spot, but where that safe spot is, I don't know. Well, with that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep the channel growing. Catch you next time.